Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, we're going to be doing another showcase, and I promised this yesterday and I unfortunately just fell asleep. It was way too late, which kind of sucks because I missed out on my 10th floor of the tower that I was actually saving specifically because there was a Bison there to show this unit's showcase. But here we are, we're going to try it again. And this showcase is going to actually be about a tank, and I'm going to say this now. Tanks are probably the most unused units classes in the game, rightfully so, because you really don't need them until you hit like the second, third team phases of the game, which is end game at this point in our version at least. But I want to talk about Zangief as a tank specifically because he brings something unique to the table once you get his 6-card passive unlocked, and I want to explain to you why this is important, especially later on when you do unlock it, and how it's going to benefit your team. Okay, so we're going to do a showcase on OG Zangief. We'll do a showcase on B Zangief eventually. I think everybody already knows how he's used because he's probably the most sought out character for free to play especially. But I want to talk about this unit here, and especially because tanks, again, are not usually touched. Alright, so regular Zangief is a Thunder faction, and he is a power unit, tank class, and he has wrestling, which gives him 100 HP, okay? So he has, obviously, power gear. In terms of his use shelter, maybe, or you could also use Echo if you want to heal him a little bit more, but shelter is a decent one for him for FS. And I'm going to see what else is offered here. What else could you use? You could use Reckless for defense purposes because he does have pretty high defense, so those are probably the big three ones. Everything else not really necessary. Now his actual, I'm going to do this real quick, sorry, forgot to activate this. So we're going to talk about his FS a little bit, okay? So HP bonus, attack bonus, and defense bonus, and all three of them do get leveled up as you increase the FS, okay? So skill becomes Wrestling Beast. Enemy fighters taunted by Zangief also have their crit rate reduced by 20%, which is massive, guys. So less crit damage, or less crits taken by your team, right? His +5 takes effect when the fighter is in assist position. We already covered this in the assist video, but I'll do it again. The assist fighter receives 25% of Zangief's defense upon entering the battle and takes 10% less flame, soul, thunder, and soul damage. You know what? I'm actually going to change this as well. Let's just go back here and change this to Reckless is what we're going to use, just because he does have high defense. There we go. Use that one. Also, forgot to mention his bonds. Hugo, E Honda, and T Hawk, all tanks. All tanks pretty much all day for this guy. So going from this +5 to +10, we have enemy fighters taunted by Zangief have their effect accuracy reduced by 50%. So this is great against people who do flame damage, F Blanca, Dalsim, C Viper, etc. Right, or anyone who does thunder damage. So Camis, for example, T Camis who do thunder damage or shocks. Right, it'll reduce their effect accuracy on these. Also, at +20, after performing Atomic Drop, Zangief gains super armor for 6 seconds. Unlocks at +30, Zangief performs Atomic Drop. Other allies gain super armor for 4 seconds. So overall, one of the greatest tanks in the game easily right now. Easily. But this is what I want to talk about, guys. We're going to go to his garage for a sec. And this is what's going to make him super, super unique. And I call him the Bison Killer for this, because if you have him in the front line and you're fighting a Bison, he eliminates the Inferno King option, right? So right here. Right, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I've had somebody send me a video to do it, so I can actually, you know what I'll do? Let's just make this a little easier on ourselves, okay? I have enough for Akuma already at 6 cars, so I'm going to actually go ahead and get Zangief's last one right now. Let's just get it done. Let's get her done, okay? And we'll finish up this, and we can try to test it ourselves as well, okay? So there's his last car, okay, and crafting. Let's equip it. And we're going to go ahead and test this out for him. I need to find a Bison, though. That's my biggest problem. Like I said, I saved the tower and I fell asleep. I kind of wish I did it. But there you are. So let's take a look at it. So 3 of 3, while Super Armor is active, the fighter unleashes Banishing Flat. For every 16 hits they take, this is considered a trigger skill. So trigger skill, you know what happens? Assists come out if they have a trigger assist, and it works really well. Here's the bonus. Banishing Flat, which is also activated here, will nullify the target's passives for 8 seconds, which is a long, long time. So passives are things that, obviously people have passive skills, right? If you look in the skill section, passives right here. Bison specifically is Revival. So this will eliminate for 8 seconds. Every single time he does Banishing Flat, eliminates it. And Banishing Flat is actually really good to do because it's also his combo too. So if you just activate his combo 2 either way, you'll do this, or it'll trigger through 16 hits. So he's constantly going to be doing Banishing Flat on everybody. So everyone's passives that he can hit with a single target is going to disappear. Okay, so let's talk about his supers and specifically talk about everything he provides. Okay, so his special is Ultimate Atomic Drop, grabs hold of the nearest target, strikes it 2 times, dealing damage equal to 331% of attack. then leaps in the air and strikes a single enemy upon landing, dealing true damage equal to 386% of defense specifically. Receiving super armor for 8 seconds. Super armor means you can't be knocked down, you can't be hit back, etc., right? Increases duration of super armor to 10 seconds. The landing strike has a 25% chance to inflict stun on target for 2 seconds. So cannot be knocked back, right? So this is an important one, and of course stun is affected by your effect accuracy and also by the effect resist of your opponent. Alright, going over to atomic drop. Grabs hold of the nearest target, strikes it 3 times, dealing damage equal to 312 of enemies, base chance to taunt all enemies for 8 seconds. For every target taunted successfully, the fighter's defense is increased by 10% for 8 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. So great way if you want to keep him as a survival tank, just do this move instead. Okay? After using the skill, the fighter has a 100% chance to taunt. So taunt essentially is forced to attack the taunted enemy. They can't do super combos, I think they just do normal attacks. I've tested this a few times, they've only ever done normal attacks to me, so it's a great way to stop supers from going through. Combo 2, so this is Banishing Flat. Charges up a heavy fist and deals 1,380% of defense and dispelling 1 buff. So not only does it take away the passives with the car, but it dispels a buff. Restores his health as well, up to 100% of the damage dealt. Increases restore to 150% of damage, increases skill damage to 1580. So a great way to keep him alive. So a very, very difficult tank to take down, guys. His passive, this is even incredible too. Reduces flame, thunder, and soul damage taken by 20% upon entering battle. Lasts until the battle ends. Increases stat damage to 35% instead of 20. Increases stat damage reduction to 50%. And while Zangief is present, all allies receive the same 25% as he does, but he gets 50 instead, right? So overall, guys, an absolute beast of a tank. All right. So what I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to actually take away. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to take away his. I apologize again for the cost. I told you guys yesterday I'm coming down with something, but we'll add this in here instead, right? And I'm going to actually just quickly level this up while I can, just to get a little bit more out of it. And we'll do his boots because he gets damage reduction. So for boots, you want tanks to have damage reduction, obviously, from a stat. So I'm not really worried about the crit. Dodge, I mean, for a tank, dodge is not the end of the world to have, but it's also not important either, right? So let's go ahead and see if I can find a battle here that has a Bison in it. Does this have Bison in it? No. Let's go to a PvP match. You know what? That might work. I'm going to do a PvP match. And I'm going to go just use... Let's just use 7. Sorry, 7. I know I always pick on you. My apologies, bro. It's not anything personal, to be quite honest. Let's go ahead and use Zangief in the front. I'll take Bison out here as well. I just want to see... If I lose, it's fine. I don't really care. This is pretty much going to be a lackluster team. I just want to see... Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put Bison in the back. Let's put in... I'll put in Rose for survival, and I'm just tossing Bison back here. Okay, that way it's not going to be like he's going to get hit up. So my goal here is to do this. Okay? And we'll do this. Okay, so I'm going to do as little damage as possible. Again, the goal is to do Banishing Flat and watch Bison go down first. Okay? That's the goal here. I'm hoping this works. So let's go with... you know what? I'll do this to keep him alive. And... excuse me. We'll do crit damage here. That's fine. I don't really care. Let's see if this works out. Okay, so I'm going to slow this down, guys, and we're going to watch this together. So Bison is his first unit. Bison's my last unit. I'm going to hopefully knock him out first, because I don't have much AoE in this case. So let's see if we can build this up quick enough and take care of it. He's going to do his ultimate first. That's fine. Zangief will nullify a lot of the damage from there. So let's see if I can take him out. Okay, so I need to make sure I don't get charmed like that. That's what I was worried about. I don't want to get charmed, but that's okay. That should be fine here. I'll just survive this last hit. And then a goal again is to take out Bison, right? So let's see if I can do it here. Okay, so just watch the Bison health on top there. There we go. Okay, did I hit him? Oh, I took out Ken that time. Okay, let's see if I can... I don't know if Bison's passive is gone yet or not. There we go. Let's see if I can take this out now. Oh no, Bison's the last one left. Okay, so... Okay, we're going to try again. We're going to try again, guys. So definitely works. It 100% works. Stats-wise, you can see Zangief do the most damage. Banishing Flat definitely works. I'm going to see if I can do it again. I'll try to ×2 it this time, okay? Let's do this again. And let's go ahead and try... I'm just trying to think what's a faster way to do this. Here, let's see if I can do this one more time. Because I do want to see Bison go down, like die first. That's essentially it. But the problem is with his Ken comes forward and takes most of the hits. So I'll times 2 it this time, okay guys? We'll see if I can pull off a little more this time. Okay. If I get charmed, it's gonna suck, obviously, but okay. Charm didn't go through this time, so that's a good sign. Ken's dead, but I don't want Ken to die. I mean, I want Bison to die next, right? So I need to do banishing. I need to do banishing flat here. Oh, I hit what's his name with banishing flat? Blanca. Let me see if I can fight somebody else. You know what else is close in power? It's unfortunate, so I can't really fight anyone else to show you guys this. But I know I've tested it. I know for a fact it works. So let's see if I can find a battle royale maybe that has a Bison in it. Actually, no, that won't work either. Yeah, I don't know how else to show you guys this. Yeah, just take my word on it. It does work. I've taken out a Bison first before the whole team before. So, and that's with like a friend showing me how to do it. And then I did. Oh, you know what? Actually, when did I do this? I think I did it when it was during the training. Where is that? Where is that? Sorry, guys. 1 sec. I think maybe I can do it here. Where's his bio? I think there was a Bison here somewhere. Was it here? No. Was it here? No. Okay, no, it wasn't here. I think it was a buddy who showed me. But yeah, anyway, so try it out yourself. If you get a 6 cards, for sure he takes out Bison 100%. And I'm telling you what I did yesterday. I'll show you. Oh, this is what I did yesterday. Sorry, guys. I was trying to remember what I did yesterday. It was this. So I'm 171 here. I was at 170. I actually tested it and it worked, and then I saved it and I fell asleep. So that's the problem. So I actually ended up doing the Thunder Tower, and I might show it to you guys again in like a shorter clip. But anyways, Zangief's an incredible tank. So definitely build him up. You guys will need him end game anyways. But I promise you, with the 6 cards, his passive removal works on all units, not just Bison. But he's amazing against Bison teams because Bison's revival becomes nullified, and you can pretty much take out him first, and the rest of his team is cake. And you can see how much he survives. He can take a lot of hits and keep on chicken. And at the same time, he gives everybody the reduction for all elemental damage, and plus does pretty good damage himself in terms of defense, and is a great assist for other tanks. Alright guys, it's Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section. But I apologize, I couldn't get this off. Obviously, there's my testing yesterday was done, but I fell asleep. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful Monday, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.